That is a face.
What's going on, everyone? I hope you've been having a good week. We've got a few items lined up for the FD RX-7 today. So we're going to be rebuilding the shifter, changing out the transmission fluid, as well as shortening the shifter rod and recovering the shifter boot. If you've already seen the Miatas shifter rebuild and transmission fluid change, this should be really familiar to you. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, the first thing you'll do is jack up the car and put on jack stands. I've already done that. You're going to want to use 4 just so that you're on a level surface and all of the old transmission fluid drains out. The first thing you want to do, especially if your car is a daily, is just to make sure that that fill plug right there is not seized and you can remove it. It's not really a standard socket, so you're going to want to use an adjustable crescent wrench to remove that. Then once you're sure that that's going to come off, you could proceed to take off the drain plug right there and drain the old fluid. There you go. Alright, now that we know that the fill plug is loose and it's not seized, we're going to move on to the drain plug. And this is a 24mm socket. Like the fill plug, it'll probably be on there pretty tight. After you're done draining the fluid, you'll move on to the fill plug and fully remove it. Alright, then we're going to fill it up with some new fluid. We're using Redline MT90 and we'll need approximately 2 quarts of this. You're going to fill it until some fluid comes out of the fill plug, however. And then we're going to use one of my favorite personal tools, this hand pump, to pump the fluid in. Okay, so then once fluid starts coming out of the fill hole, you're just going to replace the plug and you're good to go. Alright, here are all the components you'll need to rebuild the shifter. You have your outer shifter boot, so this basically keeps the heat and noise insulated. And then you have your side shifter bushing. This is your lower bushing. This is going to go inside the shifter turret. These are your middle bushings with spring washers that are going to basically rest on top and bottom of the ball of the shifter. Then you have your lower shifter boot. This is going to go directly on top of the turret and keep all the fluid inside. First thing you'll do is take off the center console, which was already removed in my case, but after that you'll take off the shift knob and then the outer boot, which is held down by 4 10mm nuts. You'll probably see that when you're removing this outer boot that yours is probably torn, which will lead to excess noise and heat. So it's a good thing we have a replacement. So then you'll take off these 3 10mm bolts. At this point you can lift the shifter outside of the turret. You're going to want to have some napkins and plastic bag ready since you're going to drip fluid everywhere. Next, you'll use a pick to remove this bushing right here, and you'll just want to make sure you go under this little point right here, and then also the lower bushing inside of the turret right there. If yours is broken like this one, you'll probably notice that in your shifting like we did. It was pretty loose, but you'll want to get all of the pieces on the bottom of the turret as best you can. Alright, next we're going to disassemble the shifter. If your boot isn't already torn, you'll just tear it and then slide it up the shaft, and then you'll remove this bushing after that, and then we'll remove the side bushing as well. Then you'll use a pick to pull off the side bushing. It should pop right off. So before you put the new bushings on, you're going to want to add some grease to the inside and outside. Next, you'll fill it with some 75W90 gear oil, not too much. Okay, next we're going to put this bushing, which goes underneath that notch. But first you're going to want to put this spring washer on. You'll see that bushing has 3 spots for these teeth to go in, so you just want to snap that in place first. So now you'll slide the shifter back into the turret, and the side bushing should go where the notch is poking out of. Then you'll slide the top bushing over the shaft with the metal spring washer facing up. And then it'll probably help to spray some WD-40 on here so you can slide the inner shift cover on it easier. And bolt it back in place with the 3 bolts. And then finally, you'll put your upper shift boot back on. Alright, so the next thing I did was shorten the length of the shifter. And I actually didn't record it, but it's a really simple operation. You are going to unscrew your shift knob, and then what's underneath is a threaded rod. And all you're going to do is either use something like a Dremel or a Sawzall and just cut however much you want to take off. I took off about 1.5 inches or so. And then what you're going to do is have a rod without any thread in, so you're not going to be able to put your shift knob on. But luckily, there's a pretty simple way to fix that. You're just going to want to use a tap and die set. So this guy right here, and you're just going to rethread the rod with this. You can get one of these tap and die sets from Harbor Freight for 15 bucks all day. I also put a carbon fiber panel right here and then made a little quick shift boot out of some ride fabric or fake fabric you get on eBay. Did the same for this coin tray right here. I think it came out pretty nice. But yeah, this is all good to go. We changed the fluid, the shift bushings, and also reduced the shift knob height. So let's go try it out. Just got back inside, nearly froze to death because it's cold again in Atlanta, which sucks. It was just 70 the other day, so hate when it does this. But anyways, I had to try out the shifter and everything feels mint. I love the new shortened shifter. The transmission fluid just feels great. So I would highly recommend doing all the tasks that we accomplished today. Changes how the car feels tremendously. I hope you guys learned something new from this video. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.